Hello, everybody. How are you doing? This is Lance Tomashiro and Robert Plank, and this is Dropship CEO Module 3. And I was thinking about how much we've covered in the very first two modules, and what's really neat is watching some of you guys follow along and seeing the progress that you're all making. And one thing that I want to make really clear is we've shown you already two distinct business models. The first business model is the idea of going out and scanning different items that you might find in stores or finding other sources and basically buying low and selling high. The second model that we've talked about is actually going out and having your own product created. Now, here's what's really interesting about all of this is that if you actually went out and did the first challenge and sent some stuff into Amazon, by now I'm guessing you've made your very first sale. If you haven't, then you probably want to look at the items that you have chosen and remember the whole idea that you need to find something that has a sales rank of at least under 100,000 and something that you can sell for 3 times what you pay for it. And if you do that, well, then the whole scanning method works out really well. What we're going to do today is sort of take it to the next level with the product that you have sourced yourself. And what we're going to do is actually show you how you create your full-blown listing for your product. And I know that kind of sounds scary. It kind of sounds like we're going to be doing some copywriting stuff, which we are, but it makes it really simple if you follow along the way we're going to do it. Pretty cool. Wilton is saying that he made his first sale only hours after Amazon listed it. And I mean, that's what's amazing about Amazon is how much traffic they actually have. So far in Dropship CEO, we've done a couple of things. We've taught you two business models and we've gotten you prepared to scale this thing. So what we're going to do today is, first of all, we're going to review where we're at and what we've done so far and where you should be at the point where you've reached module 3. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some ways that we need to do some keyword research. Now, this is really important because chances are your competitors aren't doing this, and if you do this right and take a little time and do this research up front with me today in this module, it's going to pay huge dividends for you when we get to module 4 and you start seeing how we drive some traffic and how we actually start promoting these particular products. So you're going to want to follow along closely and you're going to want to do this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that initial product listing that we created in module 2 for the product that we are having created for ourselves, and we're going to complete it, write the sales copy for it, and get it optimized so that we start ranking and start actually making sales. And we've got some pretty crazy results from the product that we picked and how that's moving ahead for us. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and do a challenge. And so we've got a ton to cover today, so we're going to jump right into it. And first of all, where you should be if you are in module 3 at this point is that you should have your Seller Central account set up, you should have it activated, and you should have it ready to work for you to make sales, whether you are doing the scanning method or whether you're really going to scale this thing up along with us and do the white label, private labeling, getting your own product made. And if you haven't done that, then make sure that you go back to module 1 or go over to sellercentral.amazon.com and get registered for that right away. You're going to want to make sure that you set yourself up with the pro account. It's free for the first 30 days, but then it's $39.95 after that. And if you've already sent stuff in, you're going to see what a great value that is just in the volume of products that you're going to be able to sell and how fast that they actually do sell. Just like Wilton was saying earlier, that he made his first sale just hours after Amazon received it and got it listed. And if you choose your products right, that's exactly what will happen. You should have also found at least one product. Hopefully you got excited about it when you saw the results and sent in multiple products, scanned them and got them sent into Amazon for them to sell for you. And I just wanted to sort of check in and share some results, at least with what's happening, with what my daughter is getting set up here. And let me log out. So remember, everything that you do happens at sellercentral.amazon.com. That's not your normal Amazon account. This is your account that is specifically for selling products and listing products on Amazon. And again, if you haven't gotten this set up yet, you can go to click on this register now link and we walk you through exactly what you need to do in module 1. So I'm going to sign in here and just kind of show you what's been happening here. And so you can see since we started this whole process, and I've been walking through with my daughter and showing you guys what's been happening here. She's sold 15 products at $242.43 of stuff that she's actually sent in. And what's amazing about this, I'm going to show you her inventory, is that almost everything that she has sent in has sold. And so all that's really left here is she's got a couple of these sand art projects left. She's got this easy foot cleaner thing, this eye mitt thing. She's sold, you know, she's only got about what, 12 items left. She's doubled her money back already. And in fact, what she's done, if you go and at any time you want to see how your shipments are or where they're at, you can go to orders. Oh, sorry about that. Inventory, manage FBA shipments. And you can see that she sent in all kinds of boxes here. So this is the inventory that's already been sent in. So you can see when they say closed and they have these dates on here, that means that Amazon has received it and listed it. So you can see that they started receiving her first items on March 4th. They received some on March 5th, March 7th, March 8th. All of that has been now sold for her, and now what she's got is a couple more boxes that she's reinvested that are in transit, and as you can see, a whole bunch more items and bigger items. So send these things in and get the ball rolling on it, and you can see how amazing and how fast it is to actually start selling products. And what's interesting about this and this whole model and this whole concept, if you do it the way that we've outlined for you, is that basically in 2 weeks, she sold 15 products and made $242 in revenue. And I've watched people come online. I've watched people try to build businesses and make products and do all of these other things. And I know people that in their first 15 days have not profited. Well, she didn't profit $242. She profited about half of that, but haven't made any money at all. And here's somebody with no website, no list, no product, already profiting, and now, sending in more items to really increase that and build this particular business. So this does work if you do it the way that it is outlined. So all of you know how to do that. Again, that's fully covered in module 1, where you go out, scan the products, send them into Amazon, and get them sent in. What we did in module 2 was we taught you guys how to go out and start sourcing for your own product, how you can go out and look at the Amazon bestsellers list in each category and find something that you can create on your own or have created for you. And what's interesting is, even in the example that we found basically the exact same product that was a bestseller. And Robert and I went ahead and contacted, as you guys saw, a supplier. We actually got some of the inventory in, and I'm going to show you what we've done with that. And then what we did is we went ahead and had them send the full shipment in, and that's why we needed that initial listing and the shipment information, so that you can send that off to Amazon, to your supplier, and have them send it directly to Amazon for you. So lots of cool stuff, and that's only in the first 2 modules. So what we're going to talk about today is how to take that initial listing, now that you know what product you're going to sell, what product you've got created, and how to really ramp it up and make it work for you. And what's interesting about Amazon is that because of the seller marketplace, the way that it works, it's really not hard, even if you don't know anything about copywriting. In fact, I took a couple of the descriptions and wordings that were on the manufacturer's site where we purchased our products and basically just copied and pasted it and edited up a little bit. And that became the listing that we worked on for our particular product. So, what we're going to do, remember today we're going to talk about this whole idea of keyword research, how to do it. Don't worry, it's actually really, really simple, but it's crucial so that when we get to module 4 and we start showing you how to send a lot of traffic to this, that you have this keyword research done. And if you do this right, the way that I'm going to show you in this module today, it's amazing how much traffic you're going to be able to drive to your particular product. And the neat thing is that Amazon will actually do it for you. So here's what we're going to do with the keyword research is, first of all, what I want you guys to realize is that Amazon is a search engine similar to like what you have on google.com. And it works in the exact same way. So basically, on every page on Amazon at the very top, there is a search bar, and when customers or Amazon's customers come to it and start typing something in, they can find products that relate to whatever their searches are. Now, Amazon takes it a little bit further because Amazon knows a lot about us, right? Because if you are a buyer on Amazon, they know what your purchase history is, they know the kinds of things that you typically look at, and they know your sex, whether you're male or female. They know where you live, so they're able to actually customize a lot of stuff. Now, we can't control a lot of that, but it's important that you understand that it works just like SEO on Google, only a little bit different. So when people go over to Amazon and type in a search, Amazon, just like Google, wants to make sure it returns not web listings, but products, and the most relevant products to the search that they have done. So Amazon obviously is in the business of selling products, and what they want to do is make sure that when somebody types in a product name or a product category or whatever it is in the search box, that the most relevant, best-selling products are what's returned to them. Now, here's something that's pretty interesting is that most Amazon traffic comes directly from their search function. So it doesn't come from people searching it on Google and then finding Amazon listings, although that happens. It doesn't happen from affiliates, although some of that will happen for you. But the majority of all of the traffic, the buying traffic that comes from Amazon, is basically their list, their customers. They are all trained to go to Amazon when they want something, type it in, and search. Or, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, there's actually a mobile app for Amazon customers. And I know that whenever I'm out shopping with my wife and she wants to buy something, or we decide we're going to get something, one of the first things I do is I pick up my iPhone, I scan the barcode on the product, just like when you're looking for stuff to sell, only as a customer now, and I see what the price is. Because a lot of times I can get it for cheaper on Amazon, and they'll have it to my doorstep in 2 days with Amazon Prime, and I don't have to carry it to my house. So all of the traffic is built into Amazon. Now, what we want to do is make sure that we show up as a relevant product when people actually search inside of Amazon. So we want to make sure that we have the correct keywords so that when people start searching, they show up, and it increases our chances to show up within that search. Now, keywords are not the only thing that determines what Amazon returns in their searches. There's a lot of other factors like reviews, like customer satisfaction, and we'll get into all of that stuff in the next module. But for now, what I want you to know is that these keywords are super, super important so that when people start typing stuff in, they have a chance to see our product. And again, these keywords that we're going to find, we're not only going to use in our product listing, but we're also going to use them in module 4. So I really encourage you not to skip this. This is really important. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to use Google Drive again, just like we did in the earlier modules, and we're going to create a, a spreadsheet in order to keep track of all of our keywords. Plus, it's going to make it really easy for us to use later on down the line. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to google.com/drive, and then we're going to click on create. We're going to choose spreadsheet. And once that spreadsheet opens up, we're just going to rename the spreadsheet to the name of our product and keywords so that we can find it again. And then we're going to type in on the very first line our main keyword, and the main keyword is really just what describes your product. So from the product that Robert and I chose, that's just going to be fire starter from now. It might change later on, but we just want something that we can get started with. So let's sort of go and look at all of the stuff that we've talked about here and see how this all works. So what I'm going to do is go to Amazon.com, and as you can see up here we've got a search bar, and it really doesn't matter where we are on Amazon's site. I can change. There is always this search bar up here. Now something really interesting happens when people start searching. As soon as I start typing something in, so I type in F, look what happens here. Amazon starts giving me suggestions. Okay? So when people type in F, right now, most people that type in F are looking for Frozen and then something called Fitbit and then free Kindle books. So I can start typing in whatever my product is and start seeing. So people that type in fire space S are looking for something called a fire starter, a fire safe, fire steel, even magnesium fire starter. So just because I put in fire space S doesn't mean that it won't give me other relevant related keywords that I might want to use. So what we're going to do is go over to our google.com/drive account, and we're going to create our spreadsheet. Okay? So google.com/drive, and this is included with your Google account. You all have this. If not, you can sign up. It's free. What we're going to do is go to create, click on that, and then spreadsheet. Okay, so now we've got a brand new spreadsheet here. The first thing I want to do is rename my spreadsheet so I can find it later. So up here at the very top where it says Untitled Spreadsheet, when I hover over it, it says Rename. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to allow me to rename this. So mine is going to be Fire Starter Keywords. Okay, I'm going to click on OK, and that will rename it for me. That way I can find it. Okay, so again, the first place we're going to start is my initial keyword is going to be fire starter, and that can change, but that's just a place for me to start my keyword research. So go ahead and fill this in. It'll probably be really easy at this point if you follow along so that you can get this built as we do this and have it all done. So we've got our spreadsheet created. Now the next thing we want to do is start collecting our keywords, and there's two methods that we're going to use in order to get keywords to make sure we get as many as possible. We're going to use Amazon suggestions, and then we're going to use the Google Keyword Planner. Again, you have access to this with your Google login and Google account. But first we're going to do Amazon suggestions. So like I was just sort of showing you, Amazon suggestions lets Amazon actually show you as a consumer what other people are searching for related to your product. Now as a product seller, this is hugely valuable because you can find out if people are searching for your product, you can find out what they're actually typing in and searching for, which is the most important part, because then you can use those keywords in driving traffic to and from Amazon and also in your listing, which is what we're going to do today. So again, like I showed you, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Amazon.com and we're going to go to the search box and just start typing in our keyword. And then we're going to record all of the suggestions that Amazon gives us into our spreadsheet. And again, you don't have to spend a lot of time doing this up front, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. And then what you want to do is maybe 10 minutes each day. Go and try to use other keywords and think of different ways so that you can get as many keywords as you can. But I don't want you to go spend hours and hours and hours doing this. This should be a really quick exercise for you. So, what we're going to do is we're going to actually go to Amazon suggestions and start building a keyword list that we're going to be able to use today and also in the upcoming modules. So here's what we're going to do. Let's bring back our spreadsheet here that we've got where we've got Firestarter, and we're going to go back over to Amazon. Now make sure you're in all departments for this. And again, I'm just going to type in Fire S and see what comes up. So Firestarter comes up. That's good. I've already got this. Then it's got Fire Safe, not really what relating to my product. Fire Steel, I know does relate to my product. That's what the actual brand or the type that I've got is made of. So it's interesting that people are searching on this. I see Magnesium Fire Starter, which definitely relates to mine. So I've got two more here. So I'm going to go over here and type in Fire Steel and then Magnesium Fire Starter. Okay, and then let's go back over here. And I'm going to keep typing and see what happens. So still the same. So now I see, now that I put a T there, there's still a lot of the same, but I also see Fire Starter Kit, Fire Starter Logs, that could apply to me, and Fire Striker. So I've got Fire Starter Kit, Fire Starter Logs, Fire Starter Kit, Fire Starter Logs, and I've got Fire Striker. Cool, that's a good one. Fire Striker. Okay, and now I'm just going to keep adding in words and letters and see what happens. So now that I've got the A in there, all right, nothing new yet. I put in the R, Fire Starter Sessions. I don't think that applies. Fire Starting Kit. Okay, we can do that. Fire Starting Kit. And I mean, basically, you just keep going along and grabbing as many that you can find. Okay, so Fire Starters Survival, that's a good one. Fire Starters Survival. And now what I'm going to do is go back because those are there. But what I did see was it gave me another keyword, right? Fire Steel. So when I put in FIRES for Fire Steel, now I see Fire Starter not without the space in it. Fire Stick. Those would work. So Fire Starter and Fire Stick. Fire Stick. And just kind of go and do these until you get 15 or 20 of these built up. Okay, and that's really going to help you because you can see what people are actually searching for when they are looking inside of Amazon. So when I got, let's see, magnesium flakes, magnesium flint, see, that's another good one. So I've got magnesium flint. And what this is going to do is give us the words that we're going to want to use inside of our listing today. So pretty simple, and again, just spend a little bit of time grabbing a couple of keywords there. So the first place that you're going to use, and this is going to be where you're going to get your best suggestions for keywords, is using what people are actually typing in into Amazon for your particular product. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use the Google Keyword Planner. And this used to be called the Google Keyword Tool. It's part of AdWords, and it tells you what people are searching inside of Google. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to google.com, and in order to find this really easy, we're going to type in Google Keyword Planner, and then log in with our Google login, and then we're going to search for a new keyword and ad group ideas. They've kind of changed this around, so you're going to want to click where it says search for new keyword and ad group ideas. And if you ever get lost and you don't know how to get back to this part that we're going to be at, you go to the very top, highlight tools, and then select keyword planner. And then once we do the search, we're going to go to your product or service, and we're going to enter in our main keyword. So in our example, this is going to be fire starter, and then we're going to click on get ideas, and then click on keyword ideas, and we're just simply again going to copy out the relevant keywords to our spreadsheet. So let's go to Google Keyword Planner and actually do this. So I'm going to bring up another window here, and we go to Google Keyword Planner. There we go. It's the top one. We'll sign in here. Okay, so now, again, they've changed this interface around. So what we want to do is click where it says search for new keyword and add group ideas. And then it drops down some things that we can fill out here. Now, again, if you ever get lost in here, and it's pretty easy to get lost when you get in here, you can always find your way back by going up here at the top. Let's get rid of this. Up here at the top to tools, and then keyword planner. Okay, so anytime you get lost doing this, you go to tools and then keyword planner, and that'll take you, as soon as it loads, back to this main search screen. So the only one that we need to worry about right now is this search for new keyword and add group ideas. So I'm going to left click on that. And they give us all of this stuff to fill in here. All I'm going to do is go to the very top box where it says enter your product or service, and I'm going to type in fire starter. Then I'm going to scroll down here to where it says get ideas, click on get ideas, and it's going to bring me back some other ad group ideas, which I might want to look at later on when we're expanding our keywords. But for now, I want to click on this second tab, not the one that comes up, but this second tab that says keyword ideas. And what it's going to do is show me all of the relevant keywords from Google that they think apply. So cool, magnesium fire starter, we've got that. Fire starters, best fire starter, emergency fire starter. So those are kind of cool. So let me bring back up our spreadsheet here, and I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so I can see these. And then what I'm going to do, so magnesium fire starter, already have that one, but fire starters, didn't think of that one with the S on it. And then we've got best fire starter, emergency fire starter. And so as you can see, I mean, you can get a whole lot of ideas. And what you might notice here is that it's really giving us, since people are searching on these things, stuff that we might want to add into our ad copy. Things that I wouldn't have thought of, like best fire starter or best fire starter using best magnesium flint fire starter, best magnesium flint fire starting kit for survival, right? So you can work in all of this stuff, and we'll talk about it, but these are all ideas that I wouldn't have even thought about without looking at some of this stuff. So like fire starter movie doesn't really apply. Fire starter sticks, I have no idea, but that kind of sounds like something that would apply here. These are different. Looks like this is probably a brand name. Fire starters for camping. That's another good one. But even with the brand name stuff, if that is what that is, and honestly, I'm not sure. I've never heard of Doan Magnesium or Aurora, but I'm guessing these are other brand names. You want to still get those, and this will play a very big part in what we talk about in the next module. So we can even look one of these up on Amazon and see. So Aurora Firestarter, So let's go back over to Amazon here. And let's see what this is. Aurora Fire Starter. So cool. This is actually another brand name. So it's we definitely want to have this in our keyword tool. And again, in our keyword list. And again, this will make more sense as to why when we get into module 4 and we show you some really cool tricks for driving some traffic to your listing. So we've got a good list going here. I've got 17, so I'm happy with that for now. It'll give us sort of what we need. I'm definitely, before the next module, going to go through and expand this keyword list and get as many as I can. But I don't want you to spend more than 10-15 minutes a day building this stuff up. And again, you can always build this up and add more and more to it, and it will still benefit you down the road. So grab your keywords, get those together, and now what we're going to do is, well, we talked about where we're at. We showed you this keyword research. Now what we want to do is take that initial listing that we made in module 2 and we want to complete it and optimize it so that Amazon starts serving it up in the results and so that people can actually find us. So let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to complete that product listing. Now, it's actually a lot easier than what normal copywriting that you might know of from selling products online, how those work. And we already set up that basic product listing in the last module. And what that did with the basic product listing was it allowed us to create shipping labels in order for us to send off to our suppliers. But now what we can do, that we've got our supplier, they know how to get the product there, is we can create our own complete keyword optimized listing. And here's what we want to do. There's 5 fields that we're going to want to fill in on the listing. There's going to be a ton, and depending on what your particular product category is, they may even be, more than what you're going to see in the listing that we're going to work on today. But there's only 5 fields that you're going to want to fill in at this point. That's the title of your product or the product name, the description, which inside of Amazon is going to be called the product description, your key product features, which are just some bullet points. And what's neat is I actually just got these from the manufacturer of my product. We're going to want to fill in a couple of search terms, and then we want to get some really cool images set up for our product. And again, after that, everything else is optional. You can fill it in if you want to, but it's not going to make a difference. What you really want to focus on is these 5 fields: the title, the description, the key product features, the search terms, and the images. And so we've got these all on a nice big list here, but I want to show you where each of these things are because you've seen all of these things in Amazon listings already. So let's take a look. We're going to head back over to Amazon just so you can get an idea in your head of what it is that we're going to be filling out. So I'm going to go back to Amazon over here, and we'll just start with this listing and see what they've got here. So the title, first of all, when we did this search here for Aurora Fire Starter and we got back these different results here, the title or the product name is what it's going to be called in our listing, is what we see right here. It's this link. So Aurora Fire Starter 440C with hardened steel striking blade. Aurora Fire Starter 2SA. Rescue Aurora 440C blade magnesium fire starter. So these are the titles or the product description. Now the images, there's a couple of different types of image. The one that you want to pay most attention to is the one that shows up in the listing. And what this is called is the main image. And I want you to notice, don't worry about it right now, but I want you to notice how all of these, for the most part, have something in common. They've got this full white background on them. So if I highlight it, let me see if I actually can here. If I highlight one of these, you can see that the image is actually this square, and then behind it, it's all white. Now, Amazon, what they really want is they want you to have your main product image look like this. They want it to be this white background because they want everything to have sort of this uniform look and feel. You see people doing this kind of stuff. Amazon really doesn't like this. They want you to have the white background. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do all of that and take care of all of that. So that's the title or the product description. The title or the product name, and then this is your main image. Now I'm going to click into just any one of these and we'll see if they have it set up here. Now, right here, and see this isn't, so when buyers come to Amazon and they click on a listing, this is what they see. First of all, they see the main image, and if there are other images, they'll show up over here on the left-hand side. And this one only has one, so we'll have to find one with additional ones. They see the product name again up here. They see the reviews, the price, how many are there, and then right here, they allow you to have 5 bullet points. Now these people don't take advantage of enough because really, if somebody comes to it, they see the picture, they know what it is, they want to see what the product does. And these are the key product features. You're allowed up to 5. This person only listed with 1. When you scroll, then what they do is they've got a little ad down here. They've got another ad for Amazon. And then they've got what other people bought, which are other ads on Amazon. And then you get down to the product description. And this right here is where we're going to destroy our competition because we're going to put in not only some keyword stuff, but I'm going to give you a template for how you can make this look better and feel better. Now, Amazon will let you do some formatting, but they really don't like you to have a lot in here. And that's what we're going to fill out. So basically, when we're talking about what we're going to be doing today, it is the title, which we're going to do a much better title than that. We're going to do some pictures. We're going to do our key product features, and then we're going to do our product description. And let's just find another product here and see if some of these have a better description. So here's another one that's got a little bit longer description on it. If you notice, they've got, again, they've used up all 5 of their key product features, which when you look at it, it's like, okay, everything above the fold, right? When they go down here, it's, I know what it is, I know what it looks like, and then I know what it does, what the features are. I can just buy now. Then when you scroll down to the description, you can see they've done a little bit better job, right? They've basically just redone these features and benefits that came from the top. They've given a little bit of a description, which actually this came from their manufacturer, just like ours did. And then they've got basically what is this? Almost the exact same thing again down below it. So there's really not much to it, and Amazon doesn't want you to have a whole bunch. They don't want you to have a bunch of crazy formatting because they want all of the sites to basically look uniform. All of these product listing pages, they want them to look the same. So that's what we're going to be filling out, but there's still some really cool little tricks and techniques that we're going to add into this to make sure that our product has a better chance of being a bestseller and showing up in the results. So again, on our product listing, we've got the title or the product name, the description, the key product features, the search terms, which you couldn't see in those, and then the images. These are the most important parts that we are going to be filling out today. So first thing we want to do is at any time when you want to edit your listing for your product, what you're going to do is log into your Seller Central account at sellercentral.amazon.com. You're going to go to Inventory and then Manage Inventory. And this is going to give you a list of all of the things that you sell. Then what you're going to do is find your product, and next to it, you're going to click Actions and then Edit Details. Okay? And you can edit this information at any time that you like. And so what we're going to work on first is our product name or the title. That's the one that shows up in the very top. And it really has the biggest factor or a huge factor in when Amazon is looking at keyword traffic and what's called the relevancy. Okay, so Amazon is displaying what it thinks is the most relevant results. And a big factor in that is what is in your title. So in the HTML website world, this is like your title tags inside of your website. So here's the thing is that Amazon will allow you to use up to 250 characters in this title tag. Now you noticed in a lot of the ones that we looked at already, they just used like Aurora Firestarter. Why not use it to your advantage to use all of those 250 characters? Now they don't always show all of them. Sometimes they might truncate them, so you're going to want to look at how much it's showing. But when you go through the listings, those are the things that people are looking at. The more information they can get right in that link, the better off you will and the more likely they will be to click. So use all or as many of those 250 characters as you can. And here's the thing is that inside of your product name or the title, you want to include the primary keyword at the beginning. So my primary keyword right now is fire starter. So I want to use that right at the beginning of my listing. And then what I want to do is include other keywords after that. But here's the thing. I don't want you to keyword stuff. I don't want you to make it look like spam, all the things that we know about from Google. So we want to word it in a way that it works in our keywords, but we don't need to keyword stuff. So for example, I might say fire starter and I want to work in the word camping, right? Or because we saw that one of our keywords was camping fire starter. So I don't want to put into my product description or my product name fire starter, camping fire starter, magnesium fire starter. I want to work it all in so that it looks like something that makes sense to somebody when it shows up in the search results. So I might put fire starter made with magnesium, perfect for camping. I don't have to repeat the keywords over and over again. In fact, when I repeat them, it's going to hurt it because when people see it, they aren't going to want to click on it. And it's going to make it read better, automatically better copywriting, working in all of the other keywords that we've got in there. So things that people might be working for. So we want to include our other keywords after the primary keyword. And there's a really easy formula here. What we want to do is we want to use the main keyword plus some features. So that's the other keywords we got. So features are what it's made of, who it's used for, things like what we talked about, the camping, work in flint, work in magnesium. And then what we want to do is add a copy element at the end. Here's what I like to do. I want to add in some kind of scarcity or even better, some kind of guarantee. Now, one of the things that I'm going to do with our products, and I encourage you to do, is because we're getting such a big return on our investment, why not offer a crazy guarantee? I mean, on mine, the product that we've got already, the claim is that it will work for 12,000 strikes. So 12,000 times somebody can use it to create a spark for a fire. Now, I don't know about you guys, but most people that go camping aren't going to use it 12,000 times. So why not offer them a lifetime guarantee on that particular product? I mean, it makes total sense, right? We saw some of the other listings. None of my competitors are doing it, and they're selling the exact same product. So why not add in some kind of guarantee where if it wears out or it stops working or whatever, contact us, send it back to us, and we'll send you a new one. I mean, it cost me $2 to get this product made that we're going to be selling at a huge increase. So why not do that if it increases the number of sales? Besides that, for such a little gadget like this, most people probably will buy it again rather than take us up on that guarantee. Scarcity. When you're launching your product at the very beginning, you might want to put something like a sale price. Now, if you noticed, a lot of my competitors are selling between $15 and $20. So one of the things that I want to do in order to make somebody choose me over them at the very beginning, so I can build up my sales, so I can increase my ranking, so I can get some feedback and testimonials, is I want to use some scarcity. Why not do an introductory price? I mean, when I'm paying $2 for something, why, and my competitors are selling the exact same thing at $15 to $20, why not sell it for half price or $7 or $8 early on in order to generate sales, which does what? What do we know about sales rank on Amazon? Well, what we know is you get a higher rank not only depending on how well your product sells, but how recent your product sells. And another factor in Amazon's results that they show is that sales rank. So keywords, the sales rank, the reviews, all of that plays into their formula for increasing. So anything we can do, especially early on, before we have traffic, before we have testimonials, before we're listed high in the search results, that we can use in order to get people to purchase our product, is something that we're going to do. So we want to include some kind of scarcity or guarantee, and we're also going to use a guarantee in our actual product listing. So in order to find this, again, we're going to go into our Seller Central account. We're going to edit our listing, and what we're looking for is the Vital Info tab. So let's create a product title or the product name for our particular product. And if you've got yours set up, which you already should, follow along and get this done with me so that you can have this all completed and your products are ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Seller Central, and we need to change. Oh, looks like Grace made another sale while we were in here. So that went from 10 to 11. So I'm going to go ahead and log out of her account. We'll log into our Double Agent Marketing account. And okay, so what we're going to do is go to our inventory, and we're going to go to manage inventory. So inventory, manage inventory. And what you want to do is find the listing that you've got. Now, you might have noticed, I'm going to click back to the main page here by clicking on this Amazon Seller Services. What you might notice is we've sold some things in the last couple days. We sell these bracelets, these plastic bracelets, for a couple of bucks. So we've made some sales of these. But one thing I noticed when I logged in here is I've got a sale pending. When I click on that, look, somebody is looks like they're checking out for the fire starter already. So remember I said we got some of our shipment in here. We had them ship us some of the product to my house so that we could get pictures of it and we could see what the product was before we did the giant order. And so what I did with my initial listing, if you look at it, you'll see that it is fulfilled by merchant, which means that I'm already selling this even though Amazon hasn't received my information yet. And the way that I did this was I went to Actions, and you see how it says Change to Fulfilled by Amazon? I want to do that when Amazon gets my product, but because I wanted to sell a few of them and see how it worked and get my pictures together first, I switched this to Fulfilled by Merchant. And you can change that to Fulfilled by Merchant if you already have some of your products and you want to test them out before you do your big purchase. And that's what I did. So what I want to do is go to Actions, Edit Details. And since we're working on our product title, and you can see I've already changed this a little bit. I've started working on it from what we did in the last module, because I think what we did in the last module was we put like 2A, Firestarter, Army, 12,000 strikes or something. And I've added a couple of different things here. But now what I want to do, because I know what some of my keywords are, is I want to change that even more. And so remember, what you do is you go to the Vital Info tab, and right here you've got the product name. Okay? So what I've got is Firestarter Army. I didn't see that anywhere. The 12,000 strikes I want to leave in there because that is one of the features and actually one of the things that I saw all of my competitors are advertising about. And it's got, with compass, whistle, ruler, saw. So it's got some other stuff that it does. And then at the end here, I've got this special introductory price. Okay, so it's on sale right now. So I want to look at my keywords here that we got, and I want to see how I can work some of these in. So I've got fire starter, fire steel, magnesium. So I'm starting to think like how can I work in magnesium, maybe starter kit, maybe survival. I see survival a lot. So I want to try to work in, I think, magnesium, fire steel, uh, and maybe survival kit. So what I'm going to do is go back here and I've got fire starter. I don't need army. So I've got fire starter. How about we'll do this uh, with, let's do fire, steel, magnesium, 2000 strikes. How about magnesium starter kit, 2000 strikes, and then it's got this with compass. How about and then we'll do perfect for survival and camping. And camping. And I've got special introductory price. How about I'm going to put special introductory price, and then you know what I want to do here is let's put in see if this will fit with lifetime warranty, and then we'll save that. And it'll take a while. It could take up to 15 minutes for it to show up live on my listing. But now this is what I've got. So it's got a picture, and we're going to talk about this. You can notice there's some problems, but fire starter with fire steel magnesium starter kit, 12,000 strikes, perfect for survival and camping with lifetime warranty, special introductory price. And let's see if we can see if that updated here. So I'm going to click on this ASIN. This is the Amazon serial number. If I click on that, it'll open up my listing. And cool, you can see it's already showing up here. So let me, just because I think this will show up, I want to see how this will look in the listings. It's not showing up yet. So cool. All right, you can see how in the listings it's not showing all of it, but it got to fire starter with fire steel magnesium starter kit, 12,000 strikes, perfect for survival and camping with lifetime warranty. So it didn't get the special introductory price. It cut that off, but still it's got a lot more information than all of our competitors are actually showing. I mean, when you compare that to, let's just do, since we're not going to show up here yet, we do fire starter. I mean, see how a lot of these aren't showing that stuff, right? So when we get these ranked, and we're going to show you how to do that, we're going to show up a lot better, and it's going to grab our potential customers more than our competitors. So we've got this new listing set up here. And again, just by doing a little of these things, it's going to put you in a much better position than any of your competition. So that's how you create your title. And remember that formula of your main keyword, then your benefits or the other keywords that you found there, and then some kind of copy element, whether it is a guarantee or a warranty or some kind of scarcity, especially like an introductory price, since we're all just launching these products. And once you have that, remember what we're doing is we want to get a good title, keyword rich, grabs people's attention, but then we also want to get the description. And we looked at how some of our competitors, they weren't really using a description. It's not real readable the way that they did it. And then we'll do the features and the search terms and the images. So here's what I want you to know about the product description itself is that this is basically what tells the customer about the product. And it doesn't have to be this big, hard sales pitch. In fact, if you look at a lot of them, they're really toned down. And like I said, you can grab off of your manufacturer's site almost exactly what they've got there for you and then sort of reword that. Here's the thing, your competition is either just leaving this blank or they're just copying features from your other competitors or the supplier, which is a good starting point. But we want to take it one step further because we know that we're going to outsell them by creating sales copy using a real simple formula that all of you guys can do. So, what we're going to do and be a little bit different than our competitors is we're going to create a headline. We're going to tell them what the benefits and features are. We're actually going to give a guarantee, and then we're going to use a call to action. And I don't want you to overthink this because you only get 2,000 characters anyway in order for Amazon to list it. You can change it later and you don't have to worry about things like formatting. Amazon doesn't really let you do anything. You don't have to worry about graphics. Amazon doesn't let you do any of these. So don't overthink this. Just follow the simple formula. And in order to find where this is, we're just going to fill in the description tab under our listing. Okay? And here's what I want you to do. And we're going to make this available to you in the members area under the video of this, is that I've got a template for you that is just already formatted. It's got your headline, your features and benefits, your guarantee, and your call to action. And now, if you don't know what this stuff means, basically P means it's a paragraph, so it'll space it out for you. Bold, B, just makes it bold, so it stands out. And then everything else, we're just going to fill in the blanks, okay? The only other thing that you might want to know about is BR, and I'll show you what that is. And what that does is it makes line break in there so you can add a little bit of spacing. But you don't want to do too much formatting. In fact, Amazon doesn't really want you to do a whole bunch of formatting. They want their whole site to look uniform. So all we're going to do is use this really simple formula, which is just headline, features and benefits, guarantee, and call to action. And even this is going to be really simple for us. So let's go fill in our description, which is called the product description, inside of our Amazon listing. So I'm going to bring back up our Amazon listing over here. And in order to edit this, what we do again is we go to Actions on the listing and then Edit Details. Now what we want to do is we want to go to the Description tab. And what we're looking for is this area right here called Product Description. Now I've filled some of this out and it's still not great. Basically what I did was I went, just like I said, to my manufacturer's site, copy and pasted what they had, and then did a little bit of formatting and changed stuff like I put in 2A here and just change some of the formatting. So just so you can see what it looks like now, I'm going to go back to, let me go back to my listing here. And when we scroll down, this is what my description looks like. So a little bit different, right? I mean, there's some formatting in here that makes it easier to read than the one that we looked at. And just because we're here, you can already see that just by doing this, we've already started to rank in some of the categories. So moving up pretty fast, making sales already just by getting it listed and doing some of this simple stuff, which it isn't perfect. It's far from perfect, and it doesn't even really fit what we've done yet. So we're going to go ahead and make this a little bit better. So what we've got, I'm going to open this up. If you guys don't know this trick, you can left click on the bottom corner in your browser and make this all a little bit bigger so that you can read it. And I've got these words already in a different text document. So what I'm going to do is just delete all of this. And I'm going to copy in that little format template that I gave you. So we've just got our headlines, our features and benefits, our guarantee, and our call to action. So headline, you might be thinking, how do I put a headline on this stuff? I'm not a copywriter. Well, I'll show you what I suggest you do. If you go over to google.com, type in best headlines. Got two PDFs here. One is 350 of the best headlines ever written, 100 greatest headlines ever written. And they've just got these listed out as headlines. Now, I'm just going to look for something that they're not going to apply directly to me, but there's stuff that I can start with to be able to edit. So, like, why some people almost always make money in the stock market. So, like, why most people can't start a fire, right? Something like that. Discover the fortune that lies hidden in your salary. How do I improve my fire starting skills immediately? Kind of like something like that. Um, Suppose this happened on your wedding day or on your next camping trip, right? Uh, don't let the cold ruin your next trip. So you can just take these and sort of edit them out and make them fit into whatever your particular product is. So what was whose fault when children disobey? Okay, I kind of like this one. So here's what I'm going to do is copy this out. I'm going to go back to my listing and where it says headline, I'm going to highlight that and paste it in. And I want to change some of the formatting. So what I'm going to do is say, whose fault is it when you can't start a fire? How about, all right, so we'll just grab that for now. Let's start a fire. How about on your next camping trip? Perfect. So then features and benefits. Well, all I'm going to do is I copied this from the actual place that I bought this from our actual supplier. So I'm just going to copy this in and put in this. And then instead of saying features and benefits, I'm going to say about impress your family and friends when when your fire starts immediately. And then we'll just leave in here. So 2A fire starter is made of Swedish fire still. That's one of our keywords that we had. Made is a flash of genius. Gives some benefits. So make a fire building in any weather, at any altitude. Used by different armies. Its dependability. We've got survival experts, hunters, fishermen, and campers. And then I want to get rid of some of these breaks because they were. So it is windproof. It is waterproof. Essential tool. Here's some bad formatting. Spelling mistake. And you know what? I'm going to say crucial tool for everyone. All right, includes lanyard and carry case. Get rid of some of this for now. So this device comes with, here's what it's got. It lasts 12,000 strikes, fits in your pocket, providing everything, and then some just bullet points that I got from the site. So our guarantee, I'm going to put, how about you? How about when you order today, you will also receive, when you order today, your fire starter is will be covered by our lifetime warranty. Um, if your fire starter stops working for any reason, how about including uh, worn out uh, magnesium from using over 12,000 times, just contact us and send it back, and we will replace your fire starter absolutely free of charge. And then, so the call to action, well, pretty simple. We just want them to click the orange button, right? So we'll go back in here. Let's see. Don't get caught without fire. Click the order button. How about the orange order button and purchase yours today. And I think I made it in there with one character under. So let's save this and see what happens. So as you can see, I mean, there's not a whole lot that you really have to fill in, but it's going to make a huge difference when people are looking at this. And yeah, that didn't update yet. So let's see if it goes in here. Not yet. So that'll take a few minutes to update. But again, you don't have to overthink this. Adding in just that headline, adding in that guarantee, and adding in that call to action will really set you apart from any of your competition. And I mean, if we look at, let's see, here's one of our competitors here. So, I mean, this person's got 100% satisfaction guarantee. I mean, that's fine. But when you look at theirs, I mean, 100% satisfaction guarantee, or do you want one that has a lifetime warranty on it and can be replaced? And here's the thing, as you see these, Amazon does not like these colors, does not like when you're making it all caps like that, does not like when you're offsetting this stuff. Bold and spacing, okay, use it sparingly, but do not get into doing this kind of stuff. Amazon really, really, really does not like that. So they do it a little bit better. Let's see what else we've got here. Here's another one. Oh, that went off site. I was wondering why it looked different here. Here we go. Here's another one. This one's got 636 reviews. They're obviously selling a ton of these. I mean, right? A little bit different, better. It's still got the description, the features and benefits, but no warranty, no guarantee, no scarcity. I mean, they're kind of just riding right now on the fact that they're ranked really, really high. They're ranked number 6 in the top 1,000 in all of sports and outdoors, number 19 in multi tools and accessories. So they're making their sales from that at this point. What we're going to try to do is actually outsell these guys because we've got better copy and a better offer, right? There's no reason why, if you're getting this stuff sourced correctly, that you can't give some kind of guarantee or warranty that will really push your listing over the edge and make it stand out. So we've done our product description. And again, really, really simple, right? We've added in some copy elements. We've used sort of the words that we saw from our keyword research in the description and in the title. Now we need to do our key product features. Okay, and the deal with the key product features is, again, this is what shows up in the very top of your listing. So before all of Amazon's ads, before they show other products or show your competitors, but it shows right at the top what it is. And all you need to do for this, really, really simple, is I just want you to think five short bullet points that describe what the product is and what it does. Now, this is really different from what we normally think of as bullet points, right? Normally, what we do is we think of benefit based bullet points, right? Copywriting type of stuff. But what we want to do with these bullet points is we want to make them very feature based. What is it? How does it work? Who is it for? So more features than benefits, okay? So think of it, that makes it really easy to write, because then it's just like, for example, it's waterproof, right? It includes a compass. It has 12,000 strikes. So these aren't really what we normally think of as benefit based bullet points. These are feature based. And again, keep your keyword list in mind. Okay, so if you can work in some of your keywords in there, great. That'll help even better. And then to find these, we do these in, again, under our listing, editing our listing, same place we just were working, in the description tab. So let's take a look at that, and I'll show you what we have done so far. So again, we go to our actions, edit details. We go to our description tab, and you can see what we've done here. So durable, lasts 12,000 strikes, works when wet, produces a hot spark, lights campfires, stoves. I think I want to take out gas barbecues. That makes me nervous, just because I can see somebody like turning on their barbecue, making a spark, and it blows up in their face. Includes compass, whistle, flint, scraper, small saw, and small ruler. So I mean, these are okay, but a couple of things came to mind as we were writing our product description. So one of the things that I was thinking is, I mean, do people really care that it produces a 2,980 degree spark? Maybe, but I think what's even cooler is lifetime warranty with free replacement. That's pretty exciting, right? I mean, that makes it look a lot different. So I'm gonna grab this with free replacement. And you know what? I'm going to put that actually at the very top. Works, how about works in any weather condition, even if it's wet. All right, and then we'll put durable 12. How about guaranteed to last at least 12,000 strikes. Lights campfires, and camping stoves. And camping stoves. And then how about includes compass, whistle, flint, scraper, saw, and small ruler. And then we'll put perfect for survivalist and outdoor enthusiast. So really, I mean, a lot easier to write than what we think about with normal bullet points. And again, you just fill those in right there, And oops, wrong tab. Go back to the description, click on save and finish. And you really start to separate yourself from what your competition's doing. So on this one, compact design, lights, fires in any conditions. I mean, can you tell this person bought it from the same manufacturer? It's got the same wordings, the same thing. This is all straight from the manufacturer's website. I didn't think about this one. Bright spark can be used as emergency signal. That might be something that I want to add in a little bit later. But for now, I mean, doesn't have to be any more than that. But try to, here we go. This is updated now. Try to make it a little bit different and work in the features of your product that are a little bit different than what your competition might be doing. And the description, still hasn't updated. I wonder, let's make sure that that actually saved there. So we go to actions, edit, go back to our description. Yeah, just hasn't updated yet for whatever reason. So you want to make sure you fill in these key product features, the description, and then on the vital info tab, your product name. Okay? Once you've got that done, you're almost home. So remember, at any time when you want to edit your listing, change something up, you log into Seller Central. That's at sellercentral.amazon.com. Inventory, manage inventory. You find your product and click Actions, Edit Details. And again, you can edit this information at any time that you like. So in our product listing, 5 things that we want you to fill out: your title, the description, the key product features, and now what we want to do is put in some search terms, and then we're going to do our images. So on the search terms, this is actually really, really simple. We're just going to provide Amazon with some keywords and data that are relevant to your product. Okay? And basically, there's some information that we're going to fill in besides just our keywords, which we've already done the keyword research, that tells Amazon who our ideal customer is and how they can find our product better. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the keywords tab this time. We're going to go to intended use, target audience, and then we're going to go to search terms. Okay? So intended use, target audience, and then search terms. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go to keywords. And now the 2 things that we want to do is go to intended use, possibly our target audience, and then we want to fill in some search terms. So you can see I've already started putting some of those in. So on intended use, Amazon actually gave me these suggestions, and I just clicked on the ones that I wanted. So it's going to put those in those categories when people are looking for it. So camping, mountain climbing, hiking, outdoors, hunting. I guess even climbers would want to use something like this as well. So we just want to check those off, and don't worry about providing your own terms. Just check the boxes if there are any that make sense to you. Now for target audience, again, who is this targeted to? You can probably leave this blank unless you are using some kind of product that is actually, targeted towards men or targeted towards women or only for adults, right? So I'm going to leave these blank because I don't want them to exclude women or exclude men. And then you're going to go to your search terms. So I just kind of put some of these in that I came up with off the top of my head before I did keyword search. So I've got fire starter, magnesium fire starter, camping fire starter. I'm just going to look at my keywords real quick and see what else sticks out to me. So fire steel, I probably want to add in there. And then how about survival fire starters? So cool. We'll go here and I'll go to fire steel, and then survival fire starters. Okay, so again, just 5 for now, the best ones that you can come up with. We're going to show you how we're going to use the rest of those keywords in the next module. So I'm going to go ahead and click save and finish. Oops, please enter no more than 5 terms. Oh, you know what? Did I oh, right here. So we'll get rid of, how about climbing? Right? We'll do save and finish. And there we go. We've got our keywords now set up. So again, pretty simple stuff when you just let them tell you what search terms you want to use. I can't stress it enough. Make sure you build up that keyword list, even though we only used 5 today, plus what we used in our actual copy. So on your product listing, you've got the title, the product name, the description, the key product features, the search terms. Now the last part that we want to do is the images, okay? And now images are actually pretty dang important on Amazon, and that's because of the way that the listings are. Remember when we went there and did our searches, and I'll bring it up again, what shows up is, let's go back to Amazon and go back to all departments, and we'll just do this again, fire starter. So what happens when people are searching on Amazon is they get the suggestions, but also they see the title and then they see a picture. So title, picture. So if you're looking for this and you got some idea, I mean, it's different when you're selling. What we're selling is a physical product in a digital medium. So people want to see what it looks like. It makes it more like shopping in a store, right? So these are all pretty close up, that there's no distractions on them. They've got the white background. You can see what things look like. So a lot of times people are just going to look, oh, that's what I'm looking for. Is this the description? Okay, cool. That's what I want. No, I'm not looking for a knife, right? So you want this to be big, and you want it to be on this white background so that it actually shows up as everything else does inside of the Amazon account. Okay, so customers are looking at the pictures when they're deciding on the product. It makes it real for them, right? Because they want to know what it is that they're buying. If we just said fire starter and showed some pictures of fires and not the actual product, it doesn't make people feel comfortable buying it because they don't know what they're getting, right? They're not buying fire, they're making the thing that creates the fire. So you want to have some good product pictures taken. And Amazon in most categories allows you to use up to 9 images. In some categories you can use a little bit more. What I would suggest is that you use all of the ones that they give you the spaces for. So for mine, it's 9. I want to come up with 9 images that I can use for my particular product. Now the main image is the first one that you're going to upload, and this is probably the most important because this is the one that shows up in the initial listing on the screen. And here's sort of the thing where you might have noticed on mine even that the main image must be on a pure white background. Okay, so you notice, let's go back and look at mine. If you notice, it's not right now on a pure white background. Let me see if we've got it. Oh. So let's so you can see right here that it's not on this pure white background. It's kind of on this grayish background. Okay, so let me go over here. There you go. You can see it better. So not on a pure white background. And you can tell, I mean, that doesn't look as nice as all of the other listings where they had it all on that white background, right? So what you want to do is, there's a real simple way to get around this. What you do is you take a picture on a white or solid color piece of paper that's not in your product. So what I did was I just took this picture with my iPhone, just with my camera, just got over it. This is just sitting on a piece of 8.5 by 11 plain white sheet of paper. Now it doesn't look plain white because there's some shadows that I've got in here. You can see that, the shadows and stuff. So, but that's all right. That's a good start, and you can get it listed without getting this taken care of, but it's something you definitely want to get taken care of right away. So just place your product on a white sheet of paper and take the best picture that you can on a white sheet of paper. This is the only one that has to be on a white background. If you want to do the others on a white background, that's perfectly okay, but this is the one that you need to put on a white background. And because I'm not a graphics person and you might not be either, what you do is you just take it on this take the picture the best way that you can, and then hire somebody on Fiverr.com to enhance your picture and make it an all white background. In fact, if you go to Fiverr.com and you type in Amazon white background, there's sellers on Fiverr that specialize in just making your images ready for Amazon. So we're going to do that. And then remember, your main image should only be of the product. Have it be the product. People want to know what it is that they're buying, and make it as big as you can in the space. So zoom in as much as you can and get that picture as big as you can do. And again, you don't need a fancy camera. You don't need fancy lights. Just use your phone or whatever camera you've got. Put it on a white piece of paper and take that picture. And then your secondary images should show either other important features of the product or the actual product being used. So, what I'm going to be doing with mine is taking pictures of having like my wife take a picture of me actually lighting it, showing what the packaging looks like, showing how the whistle works, showing the compass so that they can see all of the different things that you can do and they know what it is that they're getting. So just take other pictures from different angles, showing the important features or showing the product actually in use. The only thing you need to know is that the images must be in a JPEG, .jpg, .tif, or GIF format. And whatever format you have your picture in, if you go the Fiverr route, which I'm going to be doing, what you'll get back will be an image that will be in this exact format that you need. And in order to manage and add your images, again, you go to the Images tab and then you go to Add Images. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that really quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, I want to get this cleaned up. So I've got that, and what I'm going to do is go to the site we just talked about called Fiverr.com. Basically, you can hire people to do almost anything for just $5. So I'm going to sign in here. Oh, if I know my password. Cool. Signed in, and I'm going to just search for Amazon white background. Okay, and here you go. So I will do Photoshop work, I will retouch and do background removal. Here's two people that enhance your Amazon product images. So this guy's got 10 reviews, this guy's got 190. I'm going to use this guy. So I'm going to go here. And cool, he's got, so I mean, almost the same thing as what I need done, right? He's got, here's an example of there's an image and what they did to it. Took it from this sort of dingy, shadowy background to a full white background. So for $5, I will enhance your images, make it the right specification. Um, even do things like 360-degree views, 3D boxes. So, I mean, this guy does pretty much anything that you would need to do. So I'm going to just do, don't need any of this. Just an order now. I'll pay with PayPal. And this is, I mean, Fiverr for any of these types of things that you might spend forever trying to figure out. Why learn the skill when you can just have somebody take care of it for you really, really quick? So we'll go back to Fiverr. My order's still in the oven, which means I've got other things that I need to do. And if you look up here at the top, now it says to do with a 1 by it. Okay? So there's some stuff that I need to do. So I'm going to click where it says to do. And here it goes. You have an unweighted message. So let's see what this says. Oh, positive review. So maybe they sent it in my email. Let me check my email here really quick. Go to Nope, hasn't come back yet. So once they process the payment that the payment actually went through, I will get an email and it should show. Oh, here we go. In this note, there's my product. So my order hasn't started. It needs some input for me. So enhance. So it showed up in this little somebody was talking to me tab, and he says, "All right, thanks for your order. Send the following to get started." So Special requirements, no. So let's see. I need the image you want enhanced for the product listing, preferably the image. Okay, so I'll go hi Mario Land attached. You will find the image for my listing. Thank you. And then we'll go to attach files. We've got this on the desktop. Downloads. There's my picture. You can see it's not the way I want it to look. I'll click on send, and now in a day or two, hopefully, this guy will send me back my image, nice and ready for me to upload into Amazon. So again, makes it really, really simple to do. And then here's some people they've got. I mean, that's kind of a cool image. I know that this came from the manufacturer's site, but I mean, another way that you can make some kind of image on there, and actually you can tell this is a fabricated image because the guy hasn't struck his fire starter yet, so somebody just photoshopped that in. You could do that, but other types of images of just people using stuff, I mean, let's see what happens if we do like jump rope. See if anybody's doing anything like that. Nope. So I mean, again, you can see no other images on here, and maybe that's because it's a jump rope and people know. But at least these people, they have different colors of theirs. So if you've got that kind of stuff, you can add those. But you just want to have a good, clean image for that front page. Okay. So today we kind of covered a whole lot of stuff. We did some copywriting. We finished our complete listing. We did some keyword research. And here's what's really important is that you guys do this keyword research, get your product listing set up and ready to go. Because in module 4, what I'm going to show you is how to use those keywords and how to really start driving some traffic and start getting sales so that you can get that rank moving as soon as possible, and so that you can start moving as much product as fast as possible. So what we have for you guys, as always, is a challenge to make sure that you get this done. And what we need from you is 4 pieces of information. What is your main keyword? What time and date will you have your keyword research complete? What time and date will you have your main image complete? And what time and date will your listing be complete? And that's all in the members area for you right now. So if you go to dropshipceo.com/members, oops, let's see, is this going to load? There we go. /members. You go to the training module 3, and you can just grab out the information that's needed for your challenge. I'm going to copy it and paste it. Leave a comment underneath. And my comment will be, what is my main keyword? For now, that's going to be fire starter. What time and date will my keyword research be done? I need a couple more. I want to really increase this for the next module. So I'm going to say March 14th at 5 p.m. Eastern. What time and date will my main image be complete? I'm guessing it's going to take this guy a couple of days. So I'll say March 18th at 5 p.m. Eastern. And my listing I'll do at the same time. So there you go. Go ahead and fill in that challenge. Make sure that you do this keyword research. It's going to play a huge role in the next upcoming module where we're going to show you how to really force Amazon to send you a bunch of really good traffic and how to get those sales rolling in. So go ahead, go to the members area, find the module 3 information, copy out that challenge. Even if you're not going to do it today, make that commitment to get it done so that you can start selling your very own product on Amazon. Thank you all for being here. We look forward to seeing you in Module 4. Have a great day.